Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today, let's talk The Walking Dead Season 7. Negan kills Father Gabriel. Alright, you might be looking at me like I'm crazy, but we'll get there. Just hold on a second. First off, yes, I'm going to do a lot of Walking Dead videos. I got a Q&A for Fear of the Walking Dead coming behind this one, probably tomorrow. And I got a whole ton of other videos. And I just want to reassure you guys, because I still get messages like, hey, are you going to be doing videos throughout the break? This channel is not stopping, so do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. Let's get right into this discussion now. You guys might be thinking, well, how the hell is he going to kill Father Gabriel? He isn't there. And this isn't a wild theory. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. I'm not saying this is my prediction. My death prediction for Season 7, for the Negan death, and for just the season in general, is coming in a few days. And I just want to talk about this topic because I want your opinion on something. Okay, so Season 7 starts up, and they rebuild the momentum again, and Negan says something, and I'm going to keep this simple and pretty generic. Negan says something like, you guys aren't safe out here, meaning, if you don't work for him, you're not safe out here, and you're not safe at home. And he says, we paid Alexandria a visit, and he brings two guys. Let's say he brings Enid and Father Gabriel, Spencer, what the hell? He brings those three, adds them to the lineup, and you might be thinking, well, Ronnie, they didn't show any of this in Season 6. Well, that's because one of my biggest fears is because they chopped up the end of Season 6, the finale. It's so chopped up to keep us from knowing who got killed that I'm afraid when Season 7 starts up, we're going to get, a completely different scene. So when you watch it, Season 6 will be so chopped up and the continuity will just feel off. It'll feel like they just gave us images, you know what I mean? Kind of like a fake scene, and I hate having to say it like that, but we won't know until we get Season 7, until we get the premiere and we see how they give us this death. Will they pick up right there? Will they backtrack? But anyway, so let's say they backtrack to build the momentum. They bring out Father Gabriel them. And since Father Gabriel had this connection with Rick, it would be devastating in a way. Not nowhere near as devastating as one of the Atlanta Five, like, let's say, Daryl. Let's say Glenn, something like that would crush us. A lot of fans would go nuts. Even Michonne, she's not Atlanta 5, but she's one of the fan favorites. Maggie, as well, one of the fan favorites. And I think Abraham would be disappointing because we are looking forward to him in All Out War. And I just feel like they skipped over his comic death just to give him this one. It's disappointing to me. Really disappointing. So I'm hoping it's not Abraham. But anyway, just for shits, they bring Gabriel. You're it. Any, mini, money, mo, you're it. Brings them out to the middle, and that's something I think they're also going to do. I believe when they pick the person to kill, they're going to drag them out to the middle, set them down, and then beat them. Because I get a lot of people giving me fan theories, trying to look at where the trees are, where the RV is, who's sitting where, and then some people are trying to do the any, mini, money, mo, and count it out. And we have to understand, again, because Season 6 is so chopped up, they are likely to film something that doesn't fit Season 6's ending. It will be them lined up. It will be them still sweaty and Maggie's still sick looking. It will be the same exact spot, except for the scene we get as a whole will now be complete, and we can see it without anything chopped up or any misdirect or anything like that. So anyway, they bring out Father Gabriel and they beat him to death. Now, where am I going with this is, one, a wild theory. Why not? They just bring him out. He would be somebody we never would have guessed unless we had this ridiculous conversation. But the question is, who can die that can affect the fans and also move the story along? It has to do two things. So I want to know, before we go into our next topic real quick, do you guys think they are going to kill off somebody that's a weaker character, a weaker death? Like, say, Aaron. I love Aaron, but it won't be as impactful as Daryl or Glenn. You guys know what I mean. Will they pick Abraham, or will they pick Sasha, Rosita? And again, some of these characters, even though they're awesome characters, we haven't been with them. We haven't grown attached to them as much as some of the older characters. Will they pick one of the weak ones? I hate calling them weak, but you get what I'm saying. And then use Season 7, use the death being in the beginning of the season to do damage control and say, no, we got this, trust us, look, here's a big death? Or do you think they're going to pick a big character like Daryl, and then use season 7 again as damage control to say, well, no, don't stop watching. We got this coming and this coming, and it's really epic. We got a fucking tiger. Or do you think that we're going to get shocked somehow? Maybe, again, like bring Father Gabriel out with Enid and stuff like that. Add him to the lineup. Do you think they're going to skip over to death? Do you think they'll do any time jump? Do you think they're going to show it? Will it be bloody? Will it be gory? Will we see the character take the bat to the face? And I mean, see it. No off-camera shit. I mean, eyeball popping out at everything. And I think that's one thing that sticks with fans, too. Not only a character dying that we have grown attached to, but in such a horrific way where we're almost traumatized. It's funny though, for lunch I was packing my daughter her snack, and I was like, which chip do you want? She started doing Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, and I was almost traumatized for a second. I'm like, Anyway, so what do you guys think is going to happen? Because if we're going to wait 6 months, I'm not jumping right into a death prediction video and throwing it out there. We did discuss it already. There's plenty of videos on this channel already, but we have 6 months. I want some fan feedback out there. I want to hear some of your thoughts and opinions, and I don't want to hear what was already said immediately after. It's been a while now. It's been over a week. I want to hear your thoughts now that it has finally sunk in. You have talked about it. You have talked until you can't talk anymore. So I want you to go down in the comment box and give me your thoughts and opinions now that this is all soaked in and settled in. Another thing I do want to ask, conspiracy theory time. Do you guys think AMC leaked this finale on purpose? And for those who don't know, back in December of 2015, people came to me and said, do you think there's going to be a cliffhanger ending? Which is shocking that that would be out there like that. Because, and we find out now that it was a closed set, so to speak. The cast wasn't even there. Like Rick and Daryl and Michonne and Carl, the cast was gone. This is what they're saying now. Jeffrey Dean Morgan filmed the whole point of view shot with just him. So it's just Negan and the crew. Now that we're hearing that, and we know it was leaked back in December, you know what I mean? Do you think AMC leaked this to see what the blowback would be? Do you think they were like, okay, you know, some fans are going to be pissed, but we could get away with this? How many out there are going to continue to voice their opinions to try to convince AMC to not do this again? Because this could wear out pretty fast. I mean, this has only been like a mid-scene cliffhanger, and this is the second time they've done it, and it's already wearing out its welcome with a lot of fans. I see tons of comments where fans are not feeling the mid-scene cliffhangers. The first one was No Way Out, and the second one was with Negan's death, and, well, the person Negan killed. I call it Negan's death. It makes it sound like Negan died. But anyway, so, 2 things. One, I want all your thoughts and opinions on the cliffhanger, on bringing it back for Season 7. Season 6, Season 7 discussions, all down in the comment box. Let it all out, because we're going to use your fan feedback in a follow-up video. In a couple. I got a couple videos where I'm going to use your feedback in a more playful way. That's coming. And also, there's a prediction video I'm going to do fan feedback on. No one knows, but I'm going to go back to one of my old prediction videos because that should be fun, reading some of the comments there and what people have to say. But I'm also going to do a video on the prediction itself, my final thoughts and predictions, and then we're going to do Season 7 death predictions. So put your thoughts and opinions of all that stuff down in the comment box, and also for shits, because I am really curious. I believe at this time, why I believe this is because it was a recording of the monitor. It was Negan's cliffhanger, the point of view shot, and it was like someone took their cell phone, they recorded the monitor. I don't believe there was any sound, I don't believe you can hear anything, and I just watched it again too because I avoid the spoilers, so I went and finally watched it before I made a video based on what people were telling me about the leaked video. But now that I watch it, it's the frickin' death. It is the death scene, you know? And I know before I made the comment of, I don't know if that's Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and he looks kind of odd, and that's because of the beard. The beard threw me off. Not that he looked different, because it casts a shadow. If you go and look it up and find it, if you're able to find it, you'll see what I mean. But anyway, I'm thinking they did leak. I think that was a corporate decision. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just being, extra weird about this, but something is nagging me that they said, okay, let's throw this out there, see some fan reactions, and then we'll know where do we go from here. Because the reason why I say part of it's odd is, do you think they would have said, oh, no, that was a bad reaction we got, let's not do that. But they already filmed it. But then I'm thinking, you know what? Yeah, that thought just hit me. If they are telling the truth, which they most likely are, about Negan filming his scene alone, the point of view, what if that was filmed before the cast? No, because it was leaked December 15th, and I believe they wrapped in November. I don't know. Anyway, I just feel like they filmed the damn leak, and I know it was out for at least 2 weeks before I even made a video on it, because I kept refusing, but the fan base went nuts over it, so I finally gave in and said, okay, let's talk about it. But if they leaked the Negan and the point of view out there, and then afterwards they filmed the cast, maybe they were trying to see what the fan base, how the fan base was reacting. I'm not sure. Anyway, just a little chit chat about The Walking Dead, the cliffhanger, and I was on the podcast, The Walking Naked. They chopped up their podcast into little topics, and they started uploading it on their YouTube video. I'm going to put that down in the comment box. If you want some more of Ronnie Hayes' thoughts, they have like at least 2 hours worth of me talking and then a previous podcast I did with them. I'm going to get the links to the podcasts and put those down there, and I'm also going to get the link to their YouTube channel and then to the videos and put those down there. If you want to go and get a listen, go ahead and do, because it's just our thoughts. But listen, we got a lot more videos coming. I'm going to get going. Thoughts and opinions down in the comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn. Subscribe now.